YouTube friends. It's a rainy, dreary looking day outside, and I have some inside things to do today. I want to spin a little bit. I have discovered that I do have enough lye to make one batch of soap, so I might make a batch of tea tree soap later. And let me show you what I'm spinning. I'm trying to use up all of my wool that I bought from Shep's Wool way back in the fall. And I'm amazed at how long it lasts and how far it goes. What I have left is this lovely lavender, a darker lavender, and this is called cinnamon, is that color. I have a little less of it. And this is a pink color. I think they called it pink sands. That's a beautiful, it's not a straight pink. It's just gorgeous. Even some of the roving, the colored, dyed roving you buy has, if you look at it carefully, it's got differences. Like this pink sands has some dark pink, medium pink, light pink, maybe a little white. It's just complicated. And so yesterday I put these through my hackle together and dizzed them off into some thinner roving to spin from. And I got this. Isn't that pretty? See, can you see the cinnamon striping through there a little bit? And the lavender and the pink just blend beautifully. So it gives it, it's a lovely, complicated looking roving. I find this so pretty, it's hard to spin it. Let's look at it one more time. Isn't that nice? It's hard to spin it because I know when I spin it, it like condenses it all down into this one narrow little strand, and it loses that cloudy, lovely cloudy look. The other thing I'm doing, I have so much to tell you. Oh, and welcome new subscribers. It's nice to see your names pop up in my email. It makes me very happy. There is a Facebook group. There is a group called The Literary Life, okay? This is kind of a little startup literary group run by two ladies, Cindy and Angelina. Angelina Stafford, I think is her name. They're very literary, love books, and they have a podcast. So the podcast is called The Literary Life Podcast. Now, I'm not a podcast person. I just don't have time to listen to people yap, 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 yap for an hour and a half on a podcast. I just can't do it. It drives me crazy. So I don't actually listen to the podcast. I'm sorry to say. That's really embarrassing. I tried once. I just couldn't do it. But I value what they're doing. They're really engaging people, especially women of all ages, in literary discussions. And so they have a Facebook group. So it's called the Literary Life Podcast Discussion Group. Okay. And I'm a member of that. And I like to read what people post. And last year they had a reading challenge, 20 books in 2020. And I was like, I can't, I was not up for that at the time. I was reading less. I was struggling just to make it through a book. The idea of having this regimented list, they didn't assign specific books, they assigned categories. So they would say a Shakespeare play, and you would pick whatever play you wanted. Or, they have another reading challenge for 2021. And this is the second day of January, so it's a good time to start. And for some reason this year, I feel more up for it. I think I'm just in a better frame of mind and hoping to get back to reading like I used to do. So I got their... I took a picture of their reading challenge, all the different categories, 19 books in 2021. So it's 19, 20, 21 is the name of the challenge. And I'll put something in the description that will show you what those are. There's quite a long list of categories. And one is an anthology of poetry. And they said it can be anything from Mother Goose to the Oxford Verse of Poetry. Oxford Book of... Anyway, you know what I mean. So this is what I want to do is I want to pick books that are already on my shelves, books that I own in my own collection. I don't need to buy more books. We have hundreds of books. My husband has bookshelves at his office, and I've got these books and books elsewhere in the house. You see all the children's books over there. There's one bookcase here. I have a matching one on the other side of that window. But this is a poetry book. This is going to be, I started it last night, Knock at a Star by X.J. Kennedy and Dorothy M. Kennedy. It's a compilation, and it has lots of Ogden Nash, a little County Cullen, just all kinds of different poets. A.E. Housman is in here, plenty of Anonymous by Anonymous. I read John Henry last night. Let me read you. I love Ogden Nash. He's hilarious. Let me read you this one. It's called The Purist. I give you now, Professor Twist, a conscientious scientist. Trustees exclaimed, he never bungles, and sent him off to distant jungles. Camped on a tropic riverside, one day he missed his loving bride. She had, the guide informed him later, been eaten by an alligator. Professor Twist could not but smile. You mean, he said, a crocodile. I was like, that's just so bizarre. You put that into a children's book of poetry, which I think is what this is. Anyway, this is hilarious. This will be great light reading. So this is going to meet one of my 19 book challenges. I have one of them had to be, one category is to finish a book that you left unfinished. I've got like a dozen of those because I can't finish a book these days. It's terrible. And then your to be read stack. I have a to be read stack about 20 books deep because I can't seem to make myself read like I used to. So I have so many books to pick from. And I want to get some of my favorites on there. I want short books. I'm not going to put some huge tome on there that's too much of a challenge. I just can't do it. I'm trying to make myself an easy level path to get back into reading. So, so today, spinning, poetry, and making a soap batch, maybe if I can get around to it. That's what's on my agenda today. I hope you have a good day, and I'll show you a little bit about what I'm going to be doing with this. Maybe I'll read you another poem. This is pink sands underneath, and this is the cinnamon laying on top, just a little bit. On the very bottom is some of the lavender. Isn't that beautiful, just on the hackle? Here's the lavender. It's actually a little darker than that. And here's the pink sands. And again, there's a little bit of cinnamon brown on top of the pink sands, and isn't that a gorgeous combination? This hackle's almost loaded and ready to diz off. Well, I dizzed off another hackle full of fiber, a fleece, and now my bowl is kind of full to overflowing. So let me show you, this is the different angle. Maybe the light will be better and you can see more what it looks like. So there it is, big old bowl, okay? And I'm hoping that this will fill up at least a couple of my bobbins on my spinning wheel. So I'm going to go spin some today and see what it looks like. I need to figure out what I'm going to make with this. Here's another ditty from Ogden Nash, 4 lines long. It's called The Termite. Some primal termite knocked on wood and tasted it and found it good. And that is why your cousin May fell through the parlor floor today. Here's a little of the dark humor of Shel Silverstein. It's called Not Me. Again, 4 lines. The slithergaddy has crawled out of the sea. He may catch all the others, but he won't catch me. No, you won't catch me, old slithergaddy. You may catch all the others, but you won't. That's it. And this is the poem I mentioned, County Cullen, who is a wonderful 20th century African-American poet. And this is called Incident. And this is a poem I've read before, I think in school, and it really sticks with you. I just realized it has a word in it that we're not supposed to say. I'll leave it out, but you'll know what it means. But it's the whole point of the poem. Once riding in old Baltimore, heart-filled, head-filled with glee, I saw a Baltimorean keep looking straight at me. Now I was 8 and very small, and he was no whit bigger. And so I smiled, but he poked out his tongue and called me. I saw the whole of Baltimore from May until December. Of all the things that happened there, that's all that I remember. That is a heart-wrenching poem. Hi friends, this morning what work looks like is matching all of these little clear tubs with their nice black lids. I've done a bunch already. The lids come in a separate bag. And I really do want to make sure that I have the same number of each. I'm supposed to, but I've ended up not having the same amount at other times. I ordered 100. Last time I ordered 50 tubs. And I tell you, I sold that before I knew what happened. I was like, where are all my tubs? And then I realized I just sold that much product. So this time I ordered 100. Let me also show you my soap situation right now. And I must say, this is my soap situation right now. This is all tea tree soap that I've made recently, and I'll have a video on the making of that. That's all the soap I have. I have sold every last bar of soap other than this. This is almost 2 weeks old, so it's about halfway through its curing. These are shampoo bars back here. They're a little bit further along, maybe almost 3 weeks cured. I'm going to package them up. I think I'm going to put these in my plastic boxes and let them sit until I'm ready to sell again. But I have got to make soap, and I'm waiting on, you see back here, here's my one new silicone mold. I'm waiting on 2 more of these and some lye that I've ordered online because it's becoming increasingly difficult to get, so it's more expensive now because I have to pay shipping. So then I will be making some more soap. I think I'll make some balsam, some lavender. I need everything. Boy, it's rough right now. All right, well, the tubs are all matched with their lids, and they're in a bag. I've put all the tea tree oil soap into, now some of these bars were too tall. The ones made in the new molds were too tall to close down the box, but I've got 2 nice boxes of tea tree soap. These soaps are about halfway through their curing process, and we're going to talk more about them later. I'm not going to package these shampoo bars up quite yet because I want to do a very little combing and dizzing. This is the tail end of all that roving that I got from Shep's Wool. I might put a little teeny bit of white in there, but I'd like to spin this off and combine it with this lovely spinning I did, a week or so ago. I don't remember how long it's been. So I really want to get things finished up, and in just a minute I'll tell you why. So this is why I'm tidying up in my studio a little bit, especially with my business. And that's because our daughter, who lives out of state, 2 days drive away, is expecting a baby soon. And this grandma has been waiting for that call or that message that you get that says, oh, I think I need you to come now. She's not ready to deliver, obviously, but they're just to the point where they need help. And that's what I'm here for. So this is Friday. So next Tuesday, I'll begin my drive over and leave everybody here at home and go help out for kind of an indefinite amount of time. I'm not going to the market right now, so I don't have an urgent need for lotions and soaps and stuff, but I want to get everything tidied up so that when I come back, I can jump right into making soaps especially. And if I can get 1 batch made before I leave, I will. But like I said, I'm waiting for my granulated lye to come and for my new soap molds to come. And it'd be lovely if that soap could cure while I'm gone, but we'll just see if that happens. So that's what I'm doing today, trying to get my fleece and all of my products put away before I head out of town for probably several weeks.